The silver spoons, hoping to find we're two of a kind, and pro, making it go together. We're gonna find a way, taking the time each day to learn all about things you just can't buy. Two silver spoons together, you and I, we're gonna find a way.
That's weird that that's still in the head.
Oh, those sitcom theme songs are bad like that. Like, they're just insidious. But I think if I started, like, different strokes right now, you could just bang the whole thing.
Now the world will move from the beat of just one drum. What might right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means, and along comes two. They got nothing but the dreams. They got different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes, different strokes to move the world. Everybody's got a special kind of story. Everybody's found a way to shine. It don't matter what you got, dynamite. So what? Put out there is right, yours is mine. And together we'll be fine, 'cause it takes different strokes to move the world. Yes, it does. It takes different strokes to move the world.
Ooh. That actually reminds me, and the fact that we could still even do that. I was thinking about this question the other night, because I've been, as you know, I've been rewatching The Sopranos, and The Sopranos has one of these theme songs where
that one I remember.
When you put it on, you don't skip it. You have to watch through that intro because it puts you in the space.
Right.
Woke up this morning, got myself a gun.
I didn't even watch the show and I knew the song.
Not only that you know and it's sick in your head, but that every time you watch the show, you have to sit through the introduction because you just have to. Like, there's The Office, but it's short, so that's easy.
Right.
But I always sit through The Office one.
I always sit through the Cheers one.
Oh, yeah.
And I was even watching it on Netflix and still sitting through it every freaking time.
Because you could hit it, but no, you don't. You have to. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's a good one. That's a good choice. MASH would be another one like that.
Yeah, MASH is just like permanently stuck in the head. One of them that was accustomed to singing while drunk late at night, the Growing Pains theme song.
I'm sure I'll get it as soon as you start it, but...
Show me that smile again. Show me that smile. No waste another minute on your crying. That song, for some reason.
Oh, we've sang this on the show? Yeah, we have. Well, here's another one, but All in the Family. Even if I don't know all the correct words, I know the words.
I don't know anybody that knows.
For the way when Miller made songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made.
Those were the days.
And you knew what you were. Boys were boys and men were men.
It's funny to think,
Mr. We can use a man like Harvard Hoover again.
Jesus Christ, baby boomers.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Not only was it super, super progressive at the time, like it was breaking giant barriers in what it was talking about and doing, but the amazing part is there were so many people who didn't get that. And they thought like Archie was the hero.
Yeah, people looked up to Archie Bunker.
That you're supposed to like agree with Archie. And it's like, no, the whole point of the show is, no, you don't agree with him.
And that's your stick-ups and your skyjackers, which, if that was up to me, I could end the skyjackers tomorrow. You arm all your passengers. And if he ain't got no more superiority there, he ain't gonna dare to pull out no rod. And then your airlines, then they wouldn't have to chase the passengers on the ground no more. They just pass out the pistols at the beginning of the trip, and then pick them up again at the end. Case closed.
That's incredible,
It's like, again, The Sopranos. Like, I've gone on Sopranos message boards, and people are like, all about like, Tony's the hero, and it's good that Tony did that, and Tony did this, and all that. And it's like, no, Tony was a scumbag. From like episode 1 to like the last episode, he was a scumbag.
You. I'll fucking kill you. You should mind your own fucking business. Poor fucking Janice, she can't get up off the couch because she's so fucking tired from her Epstein bar. Poor fucking Janice. Va fungal. You gonna need my wife. or my family, and I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck did you say to me?
He was entertaining and awesome, and I
Right.
loved watching him. Like, he was amazing to watch.
Yeah, but his character is a terrible person.
Right, you're never supposed to like him. Like, David Chase, the creator of the show, would never be like,
oh yeah, you should admire Tony Soprano.
no, Tony Soprano was a dirtbag. He was a misogynist, a rapist, murderer, thief, like, bad parent, everything. Like, you know, and yeah, he had some good points. Like, he cared about his family, but he did a shitty job about it.
Right.
He had some sort of honor, but it was really murky and like...
Yeah, that's what Goodfellas. That's always been the complaint about Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even down to like Ray Liotta, he's not a good person. He's a terrible person.
No, yeah, his character's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I had paper bags filled with jewelry stashed in the kitchen. I had a sugar bowl full of Coke next to the bed.
When I was broke, I would go out and rob some more. We paid off cops, we paid off lawyers, we paid off judges.
You love watching him,
Right.
and that's cool, but you shouldn't, like, admire him.
No.
It's just entertaining to watch him go through
Yeah.
what he goes through.
Guys, let me ask you this. Do you sometimes wish that April was a turtle?
Actually, that works for me.
You know, I've been
I mean, like, is there anything, like, romantic or anything?
Whoa, be careful of that answer there.
April, tell him about us.
Oprah, I've been trying to talk her into an interspecies relationships for months now.
Whoa, Raph, chill, man.
And she won't do it,
She
huh?
can't hold her breath.
No, she can't do it.
The biggest problem is she can't hold her breath long enough, you know?
And now, back to our show.
I wanted to recommend a video game to you
cool.
and to other viewers out there. It's a game I finished up the other night, and it was such a remarkable experience. I absolutely have to, like, tell people about it.
Cool.
Are you familiar with What Remains of Edith Finch?
No.
What Remains of Edith Finch? Remarkable game. It's a game in the genre that they sort of call walking simulators, if you've heard of that. It used to be a derisive term sort of made to insult these type of games, but now much of the community has kind of embraced it, and like a walking simulator is basically, right, there's not a lot of gamey aspect. You're not fighting things or doing anything. You're mostly just walking through an environment and discovering or observing a story as you go through it. So there's not a lot of like challenge or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're
It's more of an adventure it's more of an experience.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you might think of it as like sort of a interactive fiction, that kind of thing. So What Remains of Edith Finch is a first-person quote-unquote walking simulator where you are going to the Finch household, which is this strange old house built on a hilltop overlooking the sea, and it's this big house that has all these cobbled together additional rooms that stack up on the top. It's this strange, fantastic looking house, and you go there and you walk through this empty house, and you're learning about the Finch family, and
It's like an abandoned house?
yes, it's the house is currently empty when you go there, and you're learning how all the Finch family members throughout generations died, because this family has this terrible history of people dying in strange and horrific ways, and so the framing device of the game is you walking through the house and discovering all this stuff. So you'll interact with objects, and you'll get little tidbits as the narrator is telling you about the family and that kind of thing. And then you'll occasionally encounter either diaries or photo albums and that sort of thing, which will bring you into a segment where you play through the final moments of these different family members' lives. So you'll go through, and as you'll be walking through the house, the narrator is narrating the sad story of why she's come back to the house, and hinting at the tragic circumstances around the family. Each one of these rooms, as you go into the rooms are just remarkably designed with detail, so that you can spend a while just in the room, just looking at the items that are in the room and discovering learning who these people are just through the stuff that's there. But then when you get into these segments that you play through, these are like the memories of, you're sort of playing through a memory of the family member and how they passed. And it's everyone from children, even an infant. You play through the death of an infant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's dark subject matter, but the way it's treated is really remarkable. And each one of these little memories has a completely different game mechanic and way of playing the game that is unique for each and every one. And one of the things the game does is there's no on-screen prompts of any sort other than a little dot that shows you, like a little icon that shows you when you can interact with anything. Okay. But otherwise, there's never any indication of what the controls are, and the controls change with each memory, and you just have to sort of figure it out. Huh. Which sort of really immerses you in that moment and all that. And then the segments, these memory segments that you play through are really, really clever and intelligent ways of not only just telling the story and sort of immersing you in this person's demise, but you're kind of taking an active role in them, in their death. And often the way you're playing it is a commentary on the circumstances surrounding their death and their family circumstances and all that.
When you're experiencing the death of each of them, it's you suddenly become?
Yes.
Okay, and there's nothing you could do. You're just getting killed. You're not stopping it in any way.
Correct.
You're just experiencing it.
Correct. Yeah. It's very much a straightforward, narrative.
And is that so that at the end of the game you can try to figure out what was going on?
There's sort of the goal is really just to experience this story and experience these memories and these lives. There is sort of a reveal at the end that explains who you are and why you're there.
Oh, okay.
And it answers the question of the title of the game, What Remains of Edith Finch. It's fun and joyous what you're doing, but it's also linked into like this really dark thing.
Right.
And that's what the whole game is. It's this series of these really interesting little memories that you play through with the unique and quirky mechanics, like there's sort of mini games that are part of this story about a family that has just had this never-ending series of tragedies. You can finish the entire game in only about 2 hours.
Oh wow, geez.
It's a short game, so you can do it all in one sitting. And actually, I think if anyone who does like that Xbox Games Pass, it's on there. It's incredibly well done, and and when you play through some of these sequences, you're like just wow. Wow. It's a fantastic. It's one of the most unique game experiences I've had in a really long time, and I highly recommend it.
I will be playing it then.
You should absolutely play it. It is good stuff. What Remains of Edith Finch? Play the game. Want to go get some food?
Yes.
I'm hungry. Are we going to Boston Market?
Yeah.
Goddamn ticket better be there, Dylan.
Shut up, Cody. I told you I hit it good.
You said that last time.
I mean, I figured hiding the ticket in an Urkel doll would be a safe bet.
You chose poorly.
I told you it'd be safe. Crisis diverted.
We still have to make it to the game counter. This adventure just started.
Hello, kids.
Fuck off, Jeff. Great, now we have to wait for some shitty mom to buy her shitty kid a game.
We have the ticket. It's a done deal.
It's not over till the game is shoved deep in my pants, Dylan.
Yes, I have this ticket for the Glamour Pony game.
Hurry, Mommy, I have to go wee-wee.
I can't wait to get home and play this.
I already told my mom I'd be crashing at your place. You just have to stop for some Slurpees and combos on the way.
I know it's not the right ticket, but he really wants the Pet Stalker game.
What did she say?
But we have the ticket. She can't do that. Can she?
I don't think I can do that. But...
Mommy, the wee-wee's coming out.
I I didn't ride my bike in this bullshit weather to have some Toy Store love connection ruin my weekend. This is the ticket for that game. It's mine, not hers.
How rude!
Listen, Fart Knocker, just because you want to get jiggy with some cougar doesn't mean I should lose out on getting what I deserve. I have the ticket right here. It's mine.
Holy shit, Cody. That was awesome.
It's all about asserting your dominance, Dylan. Say, isn't your kid a bit young for that game?
He's a poopy head, Mommy!
I waited 6 months for this game. That mom was tripping if she thought she was taking that away from me.
I think your son is the wrong age for this, but fuck it. Enjoy.
What? Oh, hell no. Zoinks! Run!
Stop that naughty poopy head, Mommy!
That was pretty awesome, Cody. I can't wait to tell the guys. Should we, do a party line chat?
No, my sister's on the internet.
So, are we gonna play Deathstalker or what? Pet Soccer? That's the wrong game, Cody.
Pet Soccer? No! Damn it!
My baby sister loves that game.
We now conclude our scheduled broadcasts for today. Good night.